next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
So I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of it and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
He doesn't really love the sport of boxing. He's very good at it, but he doesn't really love it. And if you just kind of understand it from a job perspective, right? I think we look at it and think, okay, he makes so much money, blah, blah, blah. But just from a job perspective, how many of us understand that we're good at our job? It doesn't mean we like our job.
Davis stunned the boxing world with his retirement announcement, declaring, "This is my last fight," during a live press conference before his showdown with Lemon Roach.
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
All right, I'll go to Lamont Roach Sr. over here. Obviously you have helped with your son becoming a world champion here.
Gervonta Tank Davis has revealed his desire to retire from boxing, stating that he no longer wants to continue in the sport and has no plans for future fights. This shocking announcement has sent ripples through the boxing community, especially as Davis is currently at the peak of his career.
Yo, I tip my cap to Tank Davis. Listen to what he's about to say when asked about his comments earlier, why he wants to retire after 2025. I salute you, Tank, man. This is the realest thing I've heard from a boxer in a long time. Let me know your thoughts, guys.
This isn't the first time Davis has hinted at early retirement. In previous interviews, he mentioned plans to step away from boxing sooner, citing personal reasons and a desire to explore interests outside the ring, beyond his successful career in the sport.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that is installed in me. It's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them.
Upon hearing Davis' retirement announcement, Lemon Roach criticized it as a mistake, believing revealing such plans before their fight gives him a psychological advantage. Roach is determined to capitalize on this and use it to his benefit in their upcoming bout.
Get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that shit.
What advantage do you feel like you have going into this fight?
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubted himself.
What has he underestimated about you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think he underestimates me. I think he know that I'm a good fighter. He'll tell y'all. I think he's gonna change his and hopefully we get the best version of him.
Hey, did you take this fight as soon as it was offered?
No. But yeah, no.
Tank told you had sneaky power, from the amateurs and when you guys sparred.
And from what he saw when him going down.
What was that?
And from what he can see for them going down when I hit them.
The fight between Davis and Roach was originally set for December 2024, but faced delays. It is now rescheduled for March 1st, 2025, and is expected to be Davis' final fight before his planned retirement.
Beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talk
wait,
for
I don't
real.
give a f-
Man, be quiet.
I don't give a f- if y'all was
all that
quiet,
ski
y'all
mask
was,
and
if
all
y'all was
that.
loud,
We got
y'all
the wood
was
over there,
talking
man. Like, twist it up. I don't give a f-
Y'all
about none
can
of
do
that.
whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I
can't
don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
under
f***ed up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
can't.
he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off the spot. They gonna trick you off the spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know
I like
what's going
that.
on. Y'all know
I like
how
that.
I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Although considering Davis a friend, Roach has expressed comfort stepping into the ring with him. He acknowledges that both fighters stand to gain financially from the match and sees it as a mutually beneficial opportunity for both.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends? Probably.
Is it gonna be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not enough.
Are you all gonna be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
Conor Benn has criticized Davis' retirement decision, arguing that by not facing top contenders like Shakur Stevenson and instead fighting Lamont Roach, Davis is missing the chance to solidify his legacy against more formidable opponents.
I don't know Lamont Roach, but when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, Barry Big Bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle Al didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
Shakur Stevenson has shown support for Davis' retirement decision, acknowledging Davis' significant career achievements. He believes that if Davis feels it's time to step away, he should do so without any hesitation or second thoughts.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
Do you still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after that fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight, and I think it should happen. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you, and then he could try to make it seem as though I need him, and I don't need him. So
Rapper 50 Cent has voiced his opinion that it's too early for Davis to retire. He believes Davis still has much to accomplish in the sport and should reconsider stepping away from boxing at this point in his career.
But they still commit to someone because they want someone to be with them when they're on their lowest points.
You still watch boxing?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, I'm working with Bud, man. I'm rocking with Bud.
What about Tank? Tank has a fight coming up. Tank announced today, actually, that he's retiring. You believe that?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not time to retire.
Right.
I think Tank he's a killer for the group of the fighters, the little fighters the game. He's tough as nails.
He was arguing with Shakur today, or yesterday, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
he was saying.
Devin Haney has expressed doubt about Davis' retirement plans, stating he doesn't believe Davis will walk away with so much unfinished business in boxing. Haney suggests that significant fights and challenges remain for Davis in the sport.
Reaction to Tank retiring.
He's retiring? That's what he said. He's not retiring. There's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished business.
What do you make of the Tank versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a fight that Tank should have at this point of his career?
No comment.
What do you make of a Tank?
I'm on Roach. We've been cool since we was in the amateurs. So I'm happy that he got the opportunity, and that's all I can say.
And what about Tank Shakur? If that fight happens in the future, who do you see winning?
It's a good fight for boxing. I think that we should all be fighting each other. That's what boxing is about. It's the best fighting the best.
Eddie Hearn has expressed skepticism about Tank Davis' sincerity regarding his retirement, particularly since he hasn't faced elite contenders like Shakur Stevenson. Hearn argues that the boxing world has long awaited a Davis-Stevenson showdown, a fight that could define both fighters' legacies. By retiring without facing Stevenson, Davis leaves fans and analysts questioning his true standing among the sport's greats. Many believe skipping this matchup suggests unfinished business. Hearn insists that for Davis to retire without answering these challenges raises doubts about how seriously he views his place in boxing history.
So, Gervonta Davis makes a lot of money, right? He's been making a lot of money because he's been doing big fights and big pay-per-views. But probably what happens is he's on some kind of minimum, but on a lot of upside. And because the shows have been doing very well, he's been making a lot of money. So then he fights Lamont Roach, which, although it's not a bad fight, he's going to bomb at the pay-per-view, at the box office, everywhere, right? In terms of what he's been doing. So he turns around and he says to PBC, right, how much am I getting for this fight? And they go, well, obviously, we'll have to see how it does, on the gate and on the pay-per-view. And he goes, well, I'm not fighting if I'm not getting X, because Eddie Hearn offered me 15 million to fight Conor Benn with upside. So you better be paying me more than that to fight this guy who's actually a good fighter as well. And they go, well, we can't pay that kind of money. And he goes, well, I ain't fighting it.
The boxing world has eagerly anticipated a showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, a fight many believe could define both fighters' careers. However, Davis' decision to retire without facing Stevenson has left fans and analysts deeply disappointed. Experts argue that this matchup could have solidified Davis' legacy, showcasing his dominance in the lightweight division. Many view Stevenson as one of the few fighters capable of truly testing Davis' skills. With Davis stepping away from the sport, this missed opportunity leaves fans wondering what could have been, as the most anticipated fight now remains nothing more than speculation.
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult, because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, and his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Many boxing professionals believe Davis views boxing primarily as a job and a means to make money rather than a true passion. Experts argue that this mindset is a major reason behind his decision to retire early, as he lacks the deep love for the sport that often motivates fighters to continue.
Kind of made sense to me. I just feel though that he doesn't really love the sport of boxing. He's very good at it, but he doesn't really love it. And if you just kind of understand it from a job perspective, right? I think we look at it and think, okay, he makes so much money, blah, blah, blah. But just from a job perspective, how many of us understand that we're good at our job? It doesn't mean we like our job. Like, some people just don't like it. And I feel like that's the same with Gervonta. He knows he's good at it, but the love for it is gone. He's been doing it since he was, 6 or 7? And maybe he just doesn't want to do it anymore. And it is disappointing because he's clearly one of the biggest names in the sport. must be top 3 or top 4 when it comes to sort of revenue and bums on seats and pay-per-view draw, etc., etc. So it's disappointing when one of the biggest names leaves the sport, especially if they leave it when they've still got so much to offer. There's so many big fights out there that would like to see Gervonta have. I mean, I'm not talking about the March 1st fight against Lamont Roach. I mean, Shakur Stevenson, potentially big fights at 140, but I don't know. It's strange. It's a strange one with Tank. He's deleted all his Instagram posts. He just seems to be in a space where maybe he does need to take some time away from the sport. Again, yesterday was very weird to see him turn up to a press conference by himself. I actually like it. I don't think fighters need the big entourage, but it was weird not to see Leonard there.
Showbiz, the adult, discussed Gervonta Davis' growing frustration with boxing, emphasizing that Davis feels he's been waiting for his turn to fulfill his destiny. Confident in his ability to beat anyone, like the legendary fighters before him, Davis feels sidelined. Now at 30, he questions his place in the sport. Facing Lamont Roach instead of top-tier opponents only adds to his frustration, leading him to reconsider his passion for boxing.
Tank Davis has been waiting his turn. Waiting his turn for what? Waiting his turn to fulfill his destiny. To Gervonta Tank Davis, he feels he can whoop everybody's ass. He's always felt that way. See, there are fighters. Shakur Stevenson is one of them. Devin Haney is one of them. Ryan Garcia is one of them. There are fighters who feel that they're better than everybody. Muhammad Ali was damn sure that. He felt he was better than everybody. Everybody. George Foreman felt nobody could mess with him. Mike Tyson thought he was the best fighter God ever created. Do you understand how frustrating it must be to feel that you possess all these tools and skills and greatness, and you sit in the bench? That's why he's giving up. That's why he's saying boxing is trash. We're gonna go through the receipts, but that's why he's falling apart. He looks up, he's waiting his turn, he looks up, and he's 30. He's waiting his turn, he looks up, and he's 30. And all his little bros that looked up to him are surpassing him. Do you understand how frustrated he must be? Now he got to fight Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach? Tank looking at Lamont Roach. He can't even get up for Lamont Roach. Pause. He can't even get it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him in a press conference yesterday. Bob and wing. Bob and wing.
Some believe Gervonta Davis' decision to retire stems from his desire to be a better father. Boxing is a brutal and demanding sport, and Davis has openly discussed his need for therapy and his wish to prioritize his family. With 2 young daughters, he wants to be more present in their lives instead of constantly training and fighting. Davis has stated that he no longer cares about titles or belts, valuing his role as a parent far more. For him, stepping away from boxing is about fostering a healthier relationship with his family and being there for his children's future.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit in boxing.
Davis stated he wants to be present for his children and feels his legacy in his hometown is enough. No longer focused on accumulating titles, he aims to avoid the physical toll of constant training, prioritizing a healthy relationship with his family before retiring.
Who you looking to fight next after this fight? Right? Tank over, win, lose, draw, whatever. Who you want next?
All the champions. I smoke with all the champions. I wanted to unify at least one at 130. So it's good fights. The fights the champions are Lomachenko, Shakur, and another guy from Ukraine, Dennis Baranchik or something like that.
Okay. I thought you and Shakur was a really. I think people in the comments that actually want that fight. I did.
57, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, it'd be a great fight.
Yeah, he can fight. Shakur can book it for sure.
Davis has expressed a desire to fight 3 more opponents, one of whom is Lamont Roach. Their upcoming match on March 1st, 2025, is set to be one of his final appearances in the ring before retiring from boxing.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when 2 dogs in the ring together, and I'm gonna be the one. Obviously, I'm gonna be the one coming out victorious, and we're gonna put on a hell of a show for y'all. So tune in, buy the fight.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for next time.